All of you, please open the Packet Tracer software and open the first lab. Create a simple network. Check your VPN. Put your view.
Week I create a simple network.
It's on week 8. Week 8. Open the file. Create a simple network. Okay, I think let's start. Okay, our primary objective is to create the part, like we have two parts, part 1 and part 2. Part 1 is you need to build a simple network. Part 2 is that configure end devices and you need to verify the connectivity, whether it is communicating to each other, right? We are going to build a small network using a software called Packet Tracer. All of you know what is Packet Tracer, right? Okay. So in this, what all you need to do? In this, we need a PC, we need a wireless router, we need a server, and we need a laptop. So if you look at this, what interface the PC is going to use? PC is going to use interface Ethernet 0, and the IP address is assigned by DHCP. DHCP is a service running on a server called Dynamic Host Configuration Protocol. Okay. The gateway is the IP address of the router. Gateway. This is the IP address of your router, from which you are getting the IP address. And we have the wireless router. In this lab, we are going to use a wireless router. It has got two interfaces, LAN interface as well as internet. The LAN interface is going to get connected with all the devices. That's your internal network. Whereas internet is the ISP side. For example, your wireless router is being connected to HSLR or to, that is called internet, right? What service is going to run on wireless router? We can enable a service called DHCP, right? Which I will show you in a while. And what is the range of IP address you are using? 192.168.0.1. And subnet mask will be 255.255.255.0, which is a class C network. Okay, 192.168.0.1 is a class C network. Because since your wireless router is your gateway, you don't have to specify the gateway, right? So if you're using any other device, you have to specify the gateway. You have to point out that this is a gateway, right? We have a server. Server has an interface called Ethernet 0. Okay, this is IP address, public IP address, but we don't have to mention it here. So the subnet mask is 255.255.254, and there is no gateway mentioned here. And laptop, we are going to configure a laptop with a wireless interface. Laptop can have Ethernet interface also, but what we are going to do in this lab, we are going to replace the Ethernet with the wireless interface. We will see how it is going to be done. Okay. And how the IP address getting for the laptop from the DHCP, correct? The IP address is being provided by a wireless router. So the wireless router, we have a service running called DHCP, correct? DHCP will supply the IP address. So you think how you are getting the internet when you connect to the city network? Are you configuring it manually or you're getting automatic? Automatic, right? Correct. So what you need to communicate internet? You need to have an IP address, right? Without IP address, you cannot communicate with other devices, right? So who supplies that? There is service running on it can be on the server, it can be on any router or somewhere. Okay. So DHCP is a service running on a server, supplies IP address. There will be a pool of IP address, it will supply. You can specify the pool. For example, you can specify 50. If you specify the pool as 50, maximum 50 machine can connect in that network. If you want more than 50, it is not possible. Any device if a device is more than 50, it will not be able to get an IP address because already it's full. So what you need to do that? You have to increase the quota. Okay, we will see that in the lab. Okay. So what is the gateway? Like I mentioned, the gateway is the IP address of your router. Correct? So what is IP address here? Wireless router 160.0.1. So for the clients, the desktop and the laptop is a client, right? The PC and laptop is a client, right? So client should have, we should specify the gateway to the client. Otherwise, we cannot communicate to each other. Correct? So what is the gateway here? Gateway is the IP address of your router, right? Yeah. So we are specifying the gateway, correct? To the clients. I'll show you how to do that. Okay. So let's build a diagram. Go to your packet tracer. Just take a PC, go to here, end devices. End devices. We need a PC. Let's take a laptop. Okay. And like I mentioned, if you have more than one machine, what do you need? You need something called switch, right? Yeah. So let's add a switch. But in the laptop, in this case, we are going to use wireless interface for your laptop. You can still connect the laptop with the switch, but in this example, we are going to do a wireless interface. Okay. But let's add a switch. It's a common practice. You need to have a switch in the network, right? Even though if it's not saying in the lab exercise, we still need to be. There's a basic requirement, right? So let's add a switch here. Go to network devices. Go to select a switch. Let's take 2950.24. Let's put this switch. Correct? Okay. So I added a switch, right? So what else we need here? We need a wireless router, right? Let's go to wireless here, wireless devices. Let's take a wireless router. Okay. Clear? Okay, let's go through this. In this step, you will need a PC, laptop, and a cable modem, and in the logic workspace. Okay. So we are using, instead of a modem, we are using a wireless, right? Okay. This is what, okay, correct? So nowadays you can't find the modem, right? We have a PPO router, right? PPOA router. Okay, so how do you connect? You go to the connections. We have like different connections. We have automatic connection. We have straight through cable. We have crossover cable. So can you tell me when you are using a straight cable? Network to another, right? So what if you have a similar device? Which cable? Straight or cross? Cross. Very good. Okay. So is PC and switch is similar or different? Different. So which cable? Straight, right? Select straight cable.
Dozo.
Straight cable. So where ideally I should connect fast Ethernet, right? Then connect other part to the switch. The available port you can put. Okay, doesn't matter which one. So like I mentioned, we are not going to connect the laptop with the wire. We are going to use it wireless interface. Okay, correct. So which cable I should use? Like I mentioned, if you place your mouse over this, the router, can you see the switch? This router has also got a switch. Correct? It's wireless plus switch, right? Can you see Ethernet 1, 2, 3, 4, right? Yeah. So it is together. It has got a wireless interface as well as switch. So which cable I should use? Between cross, right? Yeah. If it is a normal router, we cannot use that because this is like a couple, like a switch as well as the wireless interface. So yeah. Okay. So which cable I should use? Cross, right? Select crossover cable. Go to the wireless. Where I should use Ethernet or internet? Ethernet. Excellent. Okay. Ethernet. So when we use internet for the outside network, correct? So where I should connect the available one next. So when we can use internet here to give the connection to outside. Okay. So I will give you a small example. Let's take a cloud or something here. This is not in this one. Select this. Just let's use a modem here. Okay. Cable modem. Okay. So let's take a straight cable. Connect port 1. And where I should connect? From modem means this side. Where it should connect? Ethernet 1 or internet? Internet. Excellent. Correct? So clear? Which one? Either one. Doesn't matter. Yeah, port 1 or port 0 you can use. Port 0 is the first one, port 2. I just use port 1. Either one you can connect. Okay? Clear? So did you understand this logic? Did you understand this logic? Imagine this cable modem is the modem provided by the ISP, SSL Author 2. Okay? The wireless also interface being act as a device which provide the connectivity, right? So is it all of you clear? So what is next? So if you read this lab exercise, whatever we have done, it is there. Please go through it, okay? So what cable we use, everything is mentioned here. So what is our next part 2? Now we need to configure. So we understood that this is being connected, right? This is being connected. So is it a wireless is connected now? The laptop is not connected, right? Okay. So what you have to do? Now, the second step is configure the laptop. What you have to do? Go to the laptop. No. Wait, I'll come to that. Go to the laptop first. First, we have to do the physical connection. Then let's do the logical connection. Okay. Physical laptop is not connected, right? My aim is to connect using wireless. So you go to the laptop. Can you see a power button here? Yeah. What you are going to do? Laptop already has an Ethernet interface. Ethernet. I'm going to replace it with a wireless interface. Okay. I'm removing the Ethernet and replacing it with the wireless. So you have to power it off. Power off. Remove this. Put it here. Can you see a wireless interface here? Put it to the. Replace it with Ethernet and power on. Yeah, wireless. So is it clear now? I'll show you once again. I'll add another laptop. Please have a look. Take another laptop. Take another laptop. Double click on the laptop. Power off. Remove this. Put it here. Replace it with a wireless interface. Then need to power it on. So what will happen now? It's getting wireless connectivity. Correct? Because in the coming lab, we will learn how to secure your network. Is your wireless secure now? It's not secure, right? Because nothing is automatically connecting. You are not putting any password. Did you ask? Is any password being asked? No, right? Is my laptop connected automatically or correct? Is laptop connected automatically or automatically? Because it's not secure, right? We will learn in the next lab. Okay. So our primary aim is to connect using wireless as well as wire, right? This is what your first lab. So let's see whether it's connected or not. Now we need to check the connectivity, correct? And go to the PC here. Go to the PC. Double click on the PC. Go to configuration tab. So which interface we connected? Fast Ethernet, right? Fast Ethernet. So you have to make it DHCP, right? Is it communicating now? Does not communicate, right? Is it getting any? Just place your mouse over this. Is there any IP address? Not set, right? Yeah, just go to the laptop. Is there any IP address set? Because wireless is getting an IP address, right? Because automatically connecting, right? So there is an IP address, right? So where the PC is not there. So what you have to do? Yeah, go to the PC. Go to Fast Ethernet. Make it, which one should be DHCP, right? Make it DHCP and wait for it. See, it's getting an IP address. From where? From the router. So how do you see the router has a DHCP enabled? Double click on the router. This you will learn in the next lab, coming labs. Go to the router. Go to GUI. Can you see the DHCP server is there? This you don't have to bother about now. I will teach you in the upcoming labs. So there is something called DHCP server. DHCP server is being enabled and the IP address starting from 192.168.0.100 with a maximum range of 50. You can specify any range, like I mentioned, right? So this DHCP is supplying the IP address to the device inside the network, correct? If you add one more PC, what will happen? Let's add one more PC. This I'm doing it for your understanding. Just let's add one more PC. Go to the PC. Config, Fast Ethernet. Is it connected? Not connected, right? So go to the this one. PC, Fast Ethernet. Here. So is it connected now? No, right? Go to the PC. Fast Ethernet. Make it DHCP. Clear? So is it getting an IP address? Yeah, it will get an IP address because it's orange, right? See, now we're getting an IP address, right? Correct. So how do you check the connectivity? Yeah. So we need to now all of you know that we have connected it correctly, and all these devices are getting an IP address, right? All of them are getting an IP address. So I just need to check the connectivity. Can you see something here? Small PDU. Yeah, just select this. Connect to the laptop 1 and 2. Is it successful? You are in the one network and you can communicate to each other. For example, all of you sitting in the classroom, you are trying to communicate to each other. Correct? Is it working right? Yeah. Take another one. Check. Yeah. Laptop and computer. Is it successful? Just select here. Small PDU. Select here. Put here and put it here. It's successful, right? Yeah. Delete. Let's add another one. PC and here. So all you can communicate to each other, right? In the same network. Is it clear? So in this scenario, how you got the IP address? Is it DHCP or static? DHCP, right? DHCP. DHCP means automatically you're getting an IP address. Moment you connect. Yeah, static you can assign it manually. Static you can assign it manually. Correct? So let's in this your lab it is not there actually. So for your better understanding, I will, because this is the basic lab. So I need all of you to understand what is static and dynamic DHCP. Okay? Correct? So let's build the same network again. I think all of you just on the right side, just let's do the same. Just take one wireless. We are going to build a similar network. In this scenario, how we got the IP address automatically. Let's make it manual. Okay. Take a switch. Take a PC. Take a laptop. And also I will show you how to replace the wireless interface of the Ethernet interface of your PC also. I will show you. Okay. Correct. So what do you need here? You need a switch, right? Okay. Where's the switch here? Yeah, here, right? See, I forgot. Okay. So how you tell me how I should work now? You tell me. So what do you need here? You need a modem, right? What do you need? Tell me. Modem. Very good. Okay. Modem, right? Okay. So which cable I should use? Someone tell me. Those who came late, please have a look. Let's take straight cable, right? For your understanding, I'll add one more PC. I will show you what I'm going to do with it. Let's add one more PC here. Okay. Laptop. Which cable I should use between the switch and this one? Cross or straight? Between cross, right? Okay. Between cable modem, I'll add port 1. Let's add port 1. Okay. Not port 0. Okay. Port 1. To where? Internet or Ethernet? Internet. Very good. Okay. So laptop, how I'm going to connect laptop? I'm going to replace. So you have to power it off. Remove. Okay. And replace. And power on. Yes.
What is this? What is this? What do I have to do?
Just follow the lab.
I know, but where?
Lab 8, week 8. Okay. See how I connected? So for the PC also, I'm going to replace the interface. Okay. Go to the PC, power off. Okay. Power off this button. Go down, remove this. Add it. Power on. See, I connected the PC with wireless interface. Okay. See, if you place your mouse over this PC is automatically getting an IP address. PC will get an IP address automatically. Okay. So in this scenario, I am going to manually assign it. If you go to the wireless router, what is the range of IP address? 192.168.0.1. What is the first IP address? 192.168.100. From 100 till 149, because I specified 50. I can specify 25 also. Then what I have to do? Save. But you don't have to change now. Just see what I'm doing it. Okay. See, if I put 25, what is the maximum machine you can connect? 25, right? It's starting from 100 to 124. Correct. What if I put 75? 75 computers I can connect. Clear? So let's start from 100. I know the first IP address will be 100. In this scenario, the DHCP, I can disable also. I can disable DHCP. If I disable DHCP, what will happen? Starting IP address from 1, and you won't get any IP address on the routers. Correct. But in this scenario, we have to manually specify the IP address. So out. Okay. So what if I enable DHCP, disable DHCP? Can someone tell me? It will not give the IP address automatically. Correct? Correct. It will not supply. So none of these devices will get an IP address automatically. Even though you are connected, you won't get an IP address. Just go to PC. Power off. Yeah, replace it. Okay. I put the wireless interface. Clear. Then power on. So in this example, normally in this example, I am going to manually assign the IP address. Okay. So what I have to do? Go to the PC. Config. Fast Ethernet. I'm going to make it static. DHCP I disable it. But first IP address 192.168.0.1 is already there, right? 1 is router, right? What is the first IP address? 1. So I put 2. I cannot put 1 again. So let's put 2. So subnet mask automatically 255.255.255.0. So one I'm using it for the router. So I'm not going to use. So like I mentioned, you have to specify the gateway, right? What is the gate? Who is gateway here? Is the wireless router is your gateway, right? So I have to specify the gateway. Go to settings here. What is the gateway here? 192.168.0.1. Very good. Correct. So I have to give the route, right? Otherwise, how the traffic will go from that PC to? Correct. Is it clear? Then close this. Go to the go to the laptop. Go to wireless interface. Let's make it static. 192.168.0.3. 192.168.0.1, right? Okay. For a better understanding, I'll add one more PC. Okay. Go to the PC, config, Ethernet, static 192.168.0.4. Okay, manually, I know, because you are managing a small network, you can manage. But if you have more than 20 machines, it's difficult to manage, right? Manually, it's difficult to manage enter manually, right? So in that case, you enable DHCP. It will help you to manage it. If you don't enable DHCP, you have to manually go to each machine and you have to do it. It's a very tedious process, right? Correct? So we automate the process. Correct? So is it easy to do it? Every time it's difficult, right? You make mistake. Correct? DHCP can be through wired also. DHCP, what do you mean by DHCP? Yeah, DHCP, you just need to enable DHCP server who supplies the IP address. Correct? The moment you connect physically, whether it is wired or wireless, doesn't matter. Correct? Whether it is wired or wired, doesn't matter. DHCP will supply. If DHCP disabled, what will happen? Whether you connected or not connected, doesn't matter. You will not get an IP address. Correct? Either way you can use it. Doesn't matter. So what I'm doing now? Subnet mask. So I manually assign it, right? What is the gateway here? Settings 192.168.0.1, right? All the machine I'm giving the same gateway. Okay, let's put here. Go to PC, config, wireless, static 192.168.0.5, right? Settings 192.168.0.1. Okay. Actually, this is not in your lab, okay? I'm just giving you for your understanding, okay? All of it is it clear, right? Let's check it is working or not. See, it's working, right? See? Can you see, is it working? We did manual, right? Manually assembly. I know what is the range of IP address and manually assembly. But if you have more than, now you can manage only 4 machines. But if you have more than 10, 15 machines, is it easy to do it? So always we recommend to enable DHCP in the like a first exercise. Is it clear? Yeah. So that's it. All of you please save this file. Just go here, save. So if you have a guest user, if you're a guest user, you won't have that privilege to save it. So all of you please register. Net Academy, please register. If you don't register, you won't be able to save it. So I'm getting this error because I didn't save it. I mean, I didn't log in. So I have used 3 of my 3 saves. Okay. So I won't be able to save this. So don't make this mistake. All of you please register. If you're not done, please register. So, so now I have to, I cannot save this file. Clear? First lab is done, okay? So what is your next lab? So we have done this, right? And also one more thing I can show you here. Let's take a laptop, guys. Let's take a laptop. Okay. So what you have to do? Go to laptop. Not in the second one, the first exercise. You power off. Remove. Add interface. Power on. And go here. Go to PC wireless. Connect. If you refresh here, like in your laptop, you can see it here. See, can you see two wireless is showing, right? Because there are two wireless in the network. Just connect and connect. Okay, because now this is not secured. It's not asking for the password. Okay, in the coming labs, I will show you how to secure a wireless network. Okay, just ignore this. So let's go to the next lab. In this lab, we have to physically do it. Yeah. So how we do the Zoom stuff? In the Zoom? No. Yeah. We can show them later. Yeah. At the end of all these labs. Yeah. Okay. So let's skip this second. Yeah.
Okay, so everyone just have a 10-minute break. We'll meet at 3 o'clock and we'll then carry on.
Please be on time, huh? 3 o'clock exactly. Okay. now. All of you, please open the next one. Let's do lab 5 later. Lab 6, IP version 4 address and network communication. Yeah, lab 6. Okay, our aim for this lab is to build a simple peer-to-peer network and verify physical connectivity. Lab 6. Okay, so build a simple peer-to-peer network and verify the physical connectivity. And we need to assign IP version 4 address to host and observe effect of network communication. So what we need to do, we need to have 2 PCs and we need to communicate to each other. Okay, without a switch. So what if you have more than one computer? Like more than 2 computers. What if you have more than one? You need to have a switch, right, to communicate. So if you have 2 machines, you can communicate to each other without a switch. Correct? How? Wire, yeah. So which wire? If it is similar device, which wire? Straight or cross? Cross, right? Yeah. You can still, if you have 2 machines, you don't have a switch. Can you communicate to each other using a cross cable? If you have cross cable and connect one end of your wire to another one computer and other end to another computer without having a switch. In that scenario, you cannot have a straight cable. You need to have a crossover cable. Correct? Without having a switch in between. Correct? Is it clear? So let's see how we are going to do that. See, for example, if it's physically connected, will it be able to still communicate to each other? What do you need? Okay, you physically connected using a cross cable between 2 computers. Will you be able to communicate? So what do you need for that? No. Yes. Yeah. Physically connected, but you have to configure something called IP address. Correct? Without IP address, will you be able to communicate? No, right? Correct? Okay. So let's do that. So in this picture, you see PCA and PCB is connected using a cross cable. Let's do how. Let's see how it's going to be done. Go to Packet Tracer. Take one PC. Put one PC here. Take another PC. No. Why you need router? This is just a peer-to-peer. Peer-to-peer is nothing but. What do you mean by peer-to-peer communication? One-to-one. One-to-one. One-to-one, right? Not one-to-many. One-to-one. Okay. So here, you have 2 PC. I want to communicate to each other. The person who's sitting in PC5 need to communicate to PC6 in here. So which cable I should use? I don't need a switch here. Because I don't have a switch. What do you do? You need to have a cross cable. Correct? Crossover cable. So select this. Go to PC1. Fast Ethernet. Connect to other PC. Now physically connected. So what is the next step? IP address. Correct? And here we do not have any DHCP server who supply IP address. Correct? Is there any server here? No. So you have to manually assign. Correct? Static. Just go to PC here. Go to config. Fast Ethernet. DHCP or static here? Static. Okay. 192.168.0. Let's give 1. Okay. Since we don't have a router, we can use 1. 1 subnet mask will be 55.255.0. So what will be the IP address for the next one? 2. We can give 2. Config fast Ethernet 192.168.0.2 and tab. Now, if you place your mouse over the PC, the IP address is set, right? Set, right? So, do you require a gateway here? No, right? Because in this communicating is a one-to-one communication. Correct? Yeah. So, let's see is this working or not. Take this one. PC here and PC2. This is successful. Yeah. Okay. This is one way of checking the connection. There is another way also you can do. Do you know what ping command? Have you heard about ping? Yes. Ping. So let's check the ping command, how the ping command is being used. Ping. Okay, let's go to PC1 here. Go to desktop. Go to command prompt. You will get something. We have some command called ping. Ping space the destination of the other machine. What is the other 192.168.0.2, right? Then enter. Are you getting a reply? Okay, very good. Correct? What if I put 3 here? Why? Because there is no destination available, right? See, you'll get an error. Correct? You are pinging from 1 to 2. Correct? Similarly, you go to other machine and you can do the same. Go to the PC, next PC, desktop, command prompt, ping, space the destination of the other one, 192.168.0.1. So I'm getting a reply, right? See, you can check either using a ping or using that PDU. Okay? This is how you check the connectivity. Clear? And also, you can see the IP address of your PC. Which command? Go to PC, command prompt. We have some command called IP config. Do you know that command? IP config. IP config will give you the current IP address allocated for that machine. Correct? How do you check the IP address? IP config. Okay. IP config space / all means it will give you all the details, including your physical address, which is nothing but MAC address. / all. It will give all the interface. You can just put IP config also, or you put IP config space / all, or you can just put IP config. IP config will give you the, see, you have it fast Ethernet and IP address is 192.0.1, right? This is what you configure, right? You're just seeing it, right? Is it clear, all of you? So we finished this also. Yeah. So spelling is wrong maybe. IP config space / all. There's no space between / and all. Okay, one more thing I will tell you. Here, for example, I'll give you a file. So here, for example, I have a PC1, right? So what did PC1? I configure which IP address I configure 192.168.0.1, right? PC2. Yeah, 192.168.0.2. Maybe you, your teacher might have told you. You know the network part and the host part. You have any idea about it? In this example, which is the network part? The first 3, because the classic network, this is the part is changing or it's stable, it is fixed. This freeze, right? Only this part is. So this is the network part, right? So since you are in the same network, you can communicate to each other. What if you have two different networks? Can you communicate? No, because since 192.168.0 is one network, similarly other PC is also same network, correct? So what is this is host part. So what we call in a class C network, we have first three part. This is network part. This is host. Only host will change, correct? 1, 2, 3, 4, so and so. Host part will change. So you're in the same network, right? Is 192.168.0 is one network, and host is 1, 2, 3. That part will change. Since all your computers are in the same network, can communicate to each other. But if you have a computer in other network, will it work? No, right? For example, I have another diagram. So what if I have 0 and 1? Will it communicate? No, right? Because this is another network. So what do you need in between? Router. Excellent. Correct? Router is the device used to connect between two different networks. Correct? Is it clear? Yeah. So this is the network part and this is the host part. The moment you change any number, this will become another network. Correct? Is it clear? Okay. So we finished that lab also. So what is the next lab? Okay, this we have already done, but let's do it again. This lab also, then we can finish it for today. Okay. So I need all of you, once you finish this lab, I need all of you to practice this at home. Then only in the next lab we can. Next lab is very important lab. In next lab, we are going to configure wireless and we are going to learn how to configure the server. We are going to learn how to configure the wireless and enable the DHCP services, so on and so, all those things. Okay. Before we get into that lab, I need all of you to practice. Okay, at least once or twice. Clear? So let's do this lab. We have a basic switch, right? We have learned peer-to-peer. We learned, correct? In the previous lab, there was no switch, but I added a switch for your understanding. So in this lab, what we are going to do, we are going to have a switch and the PC, correct? Let's build another network. So what do you need here? Switch, right? Let's take a switch here. Let's take another switch. Okay. Let's take PCs. Let's take one PC here. Let's take another PC. So in this scenario, you can just consider this as in the same campus. For example, you are in a campus. So this is building A and this is building B, right? Just imagine, okay? So you're in the same network, but you don't need a router. Only physically you are just far away from each other, correct? You are in building number 1. The building number 1 has a switch and a PC. Building number 2 has a switch and a PC. So which cable I should use between switches? Cross. Excellent. Between switches, which cable? Cross, right? No. Let's. Okay. Other switch. Cross, right? Between PC, which cable I should use? Straight, right? Sorry. Okay, clear? So will it be able to communicate to each other? Physically connected, what do you need? IP address, correct? So let's give 192.168.1.1 is for the first switch 1, 192.168.1.2 for the second. See, in this network, you see, the network is not changing, right? Yeah, all are having 1.1, right? Correct? Because you're the same network, correct? Okay, let's do according to this. Switch 1, let's put 192.168.1.1. Go to the diagram. Go to the switch. Config. So we are going to configure a VLAN. Okay. So what do you mean by VLAN? Virtual LAN, right? In the switch, you can create multiple LANs in the switch. Correct? You can still you can protect your PC from one person from another department. For example, you are working in IT department. Okay. You have another person who is working in accounts department, but you both are connected to the same switch. You will be able to communicate, right? How do you protect from that? He might access your PC because you're on the same network. How to prevent that? No, you create another small virtual network. So he cannot access. You can protect that guy accessing your network within the switch. That's called virtual LAN. Okay. You're logically creating within the switch. They're called virtual LAN. You create another LAN. Already switch is under one LAN, right? So you can still create multiple inside the switch. Okay. So you don't have to buy a router for that. You created different. Is it clear? Yeah. Okay, you remember when we did the first lab, we went to the physical switch, right? We logged in with the hyperterminal, correct? Correct. Same thing we are going to do here. Remember that? So how do we get to the switch? You go here, double click on the switch. You remember this portion? You remember? Do you remember this? So remember this part? We connected a switch, right? I think all of you checked, right? Forgot? Last week, right? Before last week. We connected a switch using console cable and we logged into the switch, right? Show running configuration. For example, show. You remember this part? Switch, right? Switch and router we connected, right? Yeah, I've shown all of you how to connect using console cable. You remember? Oh, sorry. I think this is for the other batch. Okay, that's the second year batch. Sorry. Okay, so this is bit advanced part. I don't know, doctor. 1 second. This is bit advanced. So do we need to? This is for the CA 2103. So I don't know how they will cope up with it. Maybe I can just show them the basic thing. Yeah, sure. Just show. These are all like configure switch. Okay. Let's do it. Let's make it simple. So what IP address I should put here? Go here, config, fast Ethernet. What is IP address I should put? 192.168, 1 dot. 1 is for a switch. Let's put it 1.10, right? Correct? Go to this one. 192.168.1.10, right? Go to the other PC. 192.168.1. What is IP there? 11. Okay, so how to check it? Two ways you can check it. Is it working? Is it working? Correct, right? So what is the other way of checking it? Desktop, ping 192.168.1.11, right? Correct? Is it working? So we learned different scenarios, right? In this scenario, what you are doing here? We have two switches, correct? Why I have used two switches? I told you in the beginning, why I didn't use one switch? Yeah, physically away with 100 meter, less than 100 meter. So what if your switch is more than 100 meter? Will it communicate? Fiber optic, excellent. Correct? Yes. So you might not have given the static IP properly. You remember here in this scenario, I did not put the gateway. Correct? Do you require a gateway here? You don't need a gateway like peer-to-peer. We didn't put a gateway, right? Correct? Is it communicating? Now, physically, this is one building to another building. That is the reason I used switch in between, two switches, right? Correct? Each building should have its own switch. Correct? Yeah. Is it clear now? This example is clear, right? Is it communicating each other? All of you. Can you please, I think this is enough for today. I think, Doctor. All of you, please go home and practice this at least once or twice. So next lab will be very easy for you if you practice this. But we have covered almost everything for the basic things, right? Just please go home and practice it once again. Understand the logic. Okay. Yeah. Please practice for the next lab because next lab is this one. I will show you. The next lab is configuring a wireless router. Yeah, see, if you look at this, we have everything here. What we have learned, everything is included in the next lab. We have a server, we have a wireless router, we have a tablet PC, we have a laptop, and we have a PC. We have this very important lab, the next lab. So for that, before we get into this lab, I need all of you to practice. Okay? Okay, then you can ask me any doubt before the class. So if you don't do it, it will be very tough for you. It's actually very easy subject. So you just need to practice. Okay?